And welcome back to the pregame show. This is game number 6 for your Chicago Ravens as they take on the San Francisco Jailbirds, looking to complete the sweep tonight. Uh, First pitch will be at 8 p.m. Eastern in Oracle Park. League server 2 p.m. for your Jailbirds is T-Bucks, and your Chicago Ravens, it's Leonidas. So let's talk about last night's game. The Jailbirds at Chicago. The Ravens won 9-2. I didn't update the score. Mine still says 4-1 on my scoreboard, but 9-2 in 9 innings. The starting pitcher Ninja went 6 innings for the Ravens, giving up 9 hits, 1 earned run. Only struck out 1, and since that was his first run of the year, it ups his ERA to 1.1.5. There is big debate whether that run should have counted or not, or if it should have been an error. I believe it should have been an error, because the infield had many of an opportunity to turn double plays, and yet they could not. And for the Jailbirds, they put on Dion BBL, who went 6 innings, giving up 8 hits, 4 runs, all earned, striking out 4, and bringing his ERA up to 4.05. Well, let's look at some of the hitting stats for the Chicago Bats versus the Jailbird pitching. They put together a total of 11 hits. That was less than what they put up on Saturday, the 17 hits. They only had 1 home run. That was off of Leo, a big bang in the 7th inning. But they scored 9 runners, and that's really good. 9 for 11. I mean, that's quality right there. They only struck out 3 times, which is great. They brought that down from about 7, I think, on Saturday. They walked 4 times, which was incredible. I mean, this went from a team only walking once in the season to a team walking 4 times. They grounded into 0 double plays, but they did leave 7 runners on base, which they can improve on. Well, let's look at some of the scoring. I mean, it was the top of the 2nd inning when Glisfart hit that sacrifice fly to right field, shallow right. Notre Dame made a brilliant catch, and then he could not throw Jordan out at home. So Jordan was able to score, making 1-0 Jailbirds. And it was a kind of a drought after that until the bottom of the 5th, where 2 squeeze bunts allowed for Pacifica to bloop a single into center. One might call it a duck snorter. Allowing Elitski to score, tying the game up at 1 apiece. And then in the bottom of the 5th again, Jer sacked bunt right to the pitcher, which allowed Lucy to score. She was already on her way home before the bunt was even shown. And then in the bottom of the 6th, who else but Pacifica once more singled into right, allowed Leo to score, making it 1-3 in favor of Chicago. And then in the bottom of the 6th again, it was Ghost, or Jer, as he likes to be known. He singled, and it allowed Lucy and Raya to score, making it a 5-1 Ravens lead. And then to top it all off, it was Leo in the bottom of the 7th who crushed a 2-run home run to center field, which scored Ninja and himself. That was Leo's 2nd home run of the season. And really, it was almost parallel to his first home run when it was in the bottom of the 1st on Friday night, and Ninja was on second base with 2 away, and he crushed one to the deep left center, which allowed both men to score. And then in the bottom of the 8th, it was Ninja who lined a triple into left field that scored Notre Dame and Capital, making it 9-1 Chicago. At this point, the game was already out of reach. But in the top of the 9th, Hockey Monkey grounded into a double play, a 4-3 double play. Glisfart scored on that double play, and even though the game was out of reach, the RBI still did go to Hockey Monkey. Now let's look at some of the key players for Chicago last night. It was Pacifica. In his first major league game, he went 2 for 4 with 2 RBI singles and 1 strikeout. He started the scoring for the Ravens, and I don't think they would have scored 9 runs if he didn't score the first. And let's not forget about Lucy. A perfect night for her. 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 1 walk. She improves her batting average to 500 on the season. 3 for 6 with RISP and 3 RBI still. And let's not forget about Jer in his first major league game as well this season, as he was a member of the season 27 Sonics. He went 1 for 3. He had that sacrifice bunt. It should say 3 RBI in there, not 2. I'm sorry. And also had a 2 RBI single. He improves his batting average to 333. He's 1 for 1 with runners in scoring position, and yes, has 3 RBI on the night. Oops, wrong button. And let's look at some of the San Francisco batting to the Chicago pitching. It wasn't a great night for them. Only had 8 hits the whole night. No home runs. They only scored 2 runs. They struck out twice, which is a good. I mean, lower you can keep it, the better. 0 walks, but they did get ground into 4 double plays. We'll talk about that later. Um, and they left 8 on base, which is no bueno. And let's talk about some of the players in the game. I didn't make slides for all of them. I should have made some more, but I didn't. It was Muck Nups, who went 4 for 4, 4 singles on the night. They were hot all night long, and they did make the Chicago staff pay. Glisfart went 2 for 3, including a sacrifice fly in the top of the second, which scored Jordan. And Bombs, who was 0 for 14 coming into this game, went 2 for 4 last night with a single and a double. All these guys are a big critical role to this San Francisco team, and every player you can get to keep hot helps. And let's look at the series. I forgot to change the header, but yes, Chicago leads 1-0 in this series. Tonight is obviously the second game, and in the future, round 25, it will be the Ravens back in San Francisco. That will be a 9 p.m. start, but that is further away in the future. Now let's look at tonight. Starting for your Ravens, it will actually be Leonardis this time. Yesterday, he said that he was starting, but some late additions from Ninja said, oh wait, I can make it. And now Ninja was able to come in instead. As for the Jailbirds, we have no clue who it is. We have gotten 0 response from T-Bucks. Poor Jordan, we asked him, and he had nothing to tell us. I'm sorry for bothering you, Jordan. So thank you, T-Bucks, or as we say in Hawaii, mahalo nui loa, T-Bucks, for not telling us anything. We really appreciate it. That makes our jobs a whole lot easier. And looking forward, don't forget, everyone, put this on your calendar. Friday night will be the start of the next series. It will be the Baltimore Ospreys taking on your Chicago Ravens at home. That will be a special giveaway night. More details to come after this. And then on Saturday, the Ravens will go on the road to take on the Baltimore Ospreys. And then on Sunday, it will be the Minnesota Blizzards at the Chicago Ravens. That will be another home game. And then on Tuesday, it will be the Ravens at Minnesota once more. And for the Jailbirds, they'll be taking on the Ocala Orbit in Ocala. And then they will come back home on Saturday to face the Ocala once more. And then you know the drill. They do the same thing with Arizona for Sunday and on Tuesday. And I think what everybody was waiting for, yes, Leonardis Appreciation Night on Friday, so put that in your calendars. The first 30 fans will get a free Leonardis t-shirt, courtesy of our friends at Hardware Haven. We will start the stream a little earlier just so that you will be able to pick up your shirt. It will say, I heart Leonardis. I wish we had the design, but it's a miscommunication. Did not make that possible. So as we're waiting for everyone to join the server, as we have about 10 minutes or so before first pitch, I want to bring in my co-host and calling the first 4.5 innings, Capitalist, here, who is with me in the booth tonight, who will call the first 4.5 and be on color for the rest. Capitalist, what did you see yesterday?
Hi, thank you, Morgana. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Capitalist speaking. It was a good day, offensively speaking, for the Ravens, and obviously the pitching was in fine command the entirety of the game. Now, but by the time you left in the middle of the fifth inning, the Ravens had actually not scored a single run. So it may come surprising to you for me to say that they had an offensive day, but they just really struggled to just get out of the gate against Dion. He was in good form. He had only allowed one hit through the entire Ravens register before it went to the bottom of the fifth. But after that, a flip switched. Talked about it in the post game interview. Excuse me, with the player of the night Pacifica. It was just Leo, Capital, and I forgot who the third person was, but either way, it was the team leaders stepping up, saying, "We can get to him. We can get to Dion. We've seen enough of his pitches, and we can hit him." And after that, they scored 2 runs in the fifth. They scored 3 runs in the sixth, and then the Leo 2 run home run on top of that. The Ninja 2 RBI triple on top of that. So it was just showing that this team, with the adversity of, oh, we're getting one hit by Dion, and Dion's a good pitcher, obviously. He entered the game with a 3 ERA to start off the season. I think he was 2-0 on the year as well. And they just had that tenacity, they had that comeback spirit, and they pulled through. And I think that's obviously going to be the talk of the day. Hopefully, the Chicago Ravens don't have to come from behind here again in San Francisco, but you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I think another thing I wanted to cover was the fielding. I mean, in the first two innings, we were gouging our eyes out at the three bloop singles that could have very well been put out if the infield were doing their job. But then they responded with that to us by giving us four double plays in the night. Three of them ended innings, which I
Mhm.
thought was really impressive. And then, not to mention the display of um, athleticism in the outfield. I mean, you look at Jer, he made that diving catch at the wall in center field, prevented a double, and saved this team some pitches for sure. And don't forget Notre Dame, who got that pitch in, and I think it was the top of the seventh inning that ended the inning, a single from Umi, but I forgot who, but they were coming around third. They were heading home. Notre Dame got the throw in quick, and then Lucy's relay to the plate allowed for the Ravens to gun them down at home and get out the inning without taking any damage. So I think that tonight the Ravens need more of that. They need to play more locked in. They need to play as a team, and most importantly, they just need to have fun and relax because it's 9 innings. It's a long game. It can be anybody's game if you play it right. If you play it wrong.
Yeah, I mean, just to answer your open-ended comment there, that was Glizfart who was thrown out in the seventh inning, right to second to home. Oh, that was a really brilliant play, Morgan. You have to hit up your game again. Thank you, Leo. Um, so that's what that was three great outfield plays, one from each outfielder. We had back-to-back snags by Alitsky and Ghost. Actually, I was just talking to him just before we went on the air. Apparently, we've been confusing Ghost with Jer. I swear they were the same person, but
Oh, were they
they're
not?
not. I
Oh, that's
apologized. Well,
awkward.
yeah, because they have like the same username, you know, because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know like how all the Honolulu players change their name to Mahalo.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that. They all have like the NXV in front of their name, and I swore that Jer and Ghost were the same person. But yeah, and we saw a little bit of shaky infield in the second inning. It was the Jordan pop single that three infielders made an error on, in my opinion, and then Mup Nups with the throwaway by Rye Guy at third before that ended up actually costing them that run. It very well could have been nothing nothing until the bottom half of the fifth.
Oh, for
But
sure, yeah.
like you pointed out, they made up for it. There was no miscues the rest of the game. There was only superb defensive play. They shifted the infield a little bit. They moved Pacifica from second to catcher, and then he came back later once Ninja exited the game on the hill to go and catch the remaining three innings. But I would say everyone after that played defensively well. I mean, like, obviously, when you turn more than even two double plays in a game, that's already a great day. So, just hoping for more, but more important, more. Well, I would rather not have them turn as many double plays, and rather there not be as many base runners on the base. I think both teams were very squanderous with their opportunities. Chicago definitely had the better set of opportunities, and of course they capitalized on a couple of them. But of note, they had Dion coming up when Gliss Fark got thrown out at the plate to end the seventh inning. That would have had runners at first and third. They had runners at first and second in the fifth inning before Umi grounded into double play to end that inning. They had what else? They had runners at first and third with two outs. Again, Legends swung at the first pitch. It was a bad pitch to swing at, and he grounded weakly to Capital at first. So yeah, it's just a case of minimizing base runners. That's the more important thing. San Francisco leaving what? That's eight runners on base, and obviously you can't expect them to score all eight, but very well could have been a far different story to 9-2. So we'll see what happens there.
Yep, and we're waiting for the players to trickle in. We're about 2 minutes away from first pitch. These guys are about as on time as the NBA. Actually, they might be a little bit better than the NBA, considering how not on time the NBA is. They say tip off is like 7 o'clock, but then yeah. Oh, we've done this segment before, right?
Yeah, well, we might as well do it again.
Yeah, you got to
Um,
sing the anthem.
mhm.
Um, what else? Oh, you got to do the introduction, and you got to do the theme song, and you got to play the 1 minute hype video, and then they got to introduce the kid of the game, and it's like they got to scream like play ball or something, and then after you do that, and then we're like, okay, we're getting ready to tip off, but then oh wait, we got to do short commercial break, and then by the time everything's done, it's already 7:40, and then they're tipping off.
Well, I've been used to delays a lot in my life. My sophomore year of high school, my academy team for debate went up to UC Berkeley for one of the two big tournaments on the West Coast. It's the Berkeley tournament and the Stanford tournament, which are both in the January February pair of months, and there was I forget how many rounds we had on the first day. I think it was four, four and two on Sunday, and then if you advance, you go to elims. I did not do very good at that
Mm.
tournament, but still. So it was my last round of the day. Round four was supposed to start at 10 p.m. Pacific, which is pretty late, by the way, for a start time. But they had a lot of entries. They had a lot of events, and they only had so many rooms. So there was going to be a lot of delay between rounds, anyways, which is no big issue. Well, the event before my event that I was doing at that tournament, Lincoln Douglas debate, is policy debate, and policy debate always has a notorious habit of being extremely overtime. Whether that's because people are just stalling because there's no prep time, and actually there is prep time in policy debate. I take that back. But whether they're stalling for more prep time between speeches or everyone's just super slow because in policy debate you usually have to upload your case online so your opponent can see it beforehand. There's a
Uh,
multitude of things. Well, either way, um, I literally had to wait until well, again, my round started at 10. There was a policy round running late in my room. Uh, my round started after 11, I think, and I got out of my Lincoln Douglas round after 12. And there was cases in some other rooms in the same area with the policy debates like going before the Lincoln Douglas where the Lincoln Douglas debates got double forfeited because those policy rounds ran so over time that obviously the Lincoln Douglas debate was going to be way too late for any of them to compete. So a couple people got double wins because
uh,
of policy debates. So always used to delays. It's not a good debate tournament if there isn't any delays. It's a bad tournament if it runs smoothly. It's usually
yeah,
the league tournaments that run the best. And even then, they always spend like 50 minutes delaying you at the award ceremony for no reason whatsoever. Because they don't put your name on the awards in the local league tournaments. They hand out, like the box of trophies. They're not participation trophies, but they're not like, they're not ornate.
yeah,
So
yeah.
where there
And
can be delay, there will be delay.
it looks like Leo must be finding the box of trophies in the back somewhere because he has not joined the game yet, and we are 2 minutes overtime. T-Bucks has checked in, uh, but no sign of life from the Ravens. And I think another thing that the Ravens do need to improve on is I know whoever the starter is, they're obviously not gonna try and like lose the game, but like just having smarter swings and stuff. I mean, they weren't swinging at baits, but they were getting fooled a bit, especially with that off-speed pitch in the beginning, and like in the 3-0 count, just expecting the statue, and then he came back. Dion would come back with the strike, stuff like that. Just cleaning that stuff up, and I think this team will be good. Notre Dame did kind of struggle yesterday, but we all have a struggle game, right? So it's just battling back. Do you think he'll be leading off tonight,
Who, sorry? Oh,
Notre Dame?
Notre Dame? Um, well, it depends on what the lineup elsewise is going to look like. I wouldn't be too upset. It was just his one bad day. He entered that to that last night batting what 625,
I
and his
think so.
batting
Yeah.
average is obviously still around that. So I mean, everyone has a bad day every now and then. So you can't really fault him there.
That's true.
I wouldn't. I think it would be a good motion of confidence having lead off, but at the same time, most important thing is to win the game. So if they want him third or etc., fine by me.
And now it looks like we're starting to see everybody slowly trickle into the stadium. Park is not loaded yet. We are officially 4 minutes over Cam announcing his
Last
presence.
last time we were like 10 minutes over, so I guess it's better.
That's true.
Or was it maybe not last game? Actually, did last game start relatively on time?
Yeah, last game started pretty
Yeah,
early, actually.
it was the game before the
Yeah, I
final
think
game
it was
against
against the
Atlanta,
Rebels, yeah.
and game two, game three. Sorry, it was like 9 minutes over. Huh.
Yeah. Well, that's the Rebels for you.
Yeah.
And speaking of the standings, oh yeah, let's talk about those. I found some interesting. Tell me when the park loads. I can't see it, but
Yeah.
um, let's see. Sorry, I lost my thought. Oh, okay. Also, thank you, Lucy, for doing all the standings. We really appreciate it. So right now, both of the Chicago teams 5-0 to start the season, which is really good. Baltimore, Ocala, Honolulu, Minnesota, and that's it. All tied for third at a record of 3-2. San Fran, Arizona, Philadelphia, uh, all tied together at seventh, and Atlanta and Nippon tied at 10th, and New York, or they were the Doosan Bears earlier this season. They are sitting at 0-5. Yikes! I mean, you hope to play the the New York Bombers while they're still slumping. When do they play them? Do you know?
Um. Oh, we have to move to League Server 9. Leo accidentally pressed select on Great Britain. I think it's much farther down the road, to be honest. So we're going to League Server 9.
Oops.
Unless we play as Great Britain. Okay, Leo says move to League Server 9. I'm gonna wait for him to leave before I go. Okay, he's gone. No, he's not. He's still there. He's staff. Oh no. Okay.
Well, some
I'm
more
waiting.
delays. I mean,
Okay, he's gone. Okay, we can go League Server 9.
yeah. Okay, they just opened it. Yeah. So yeah, everybody, we apologize for the wait once more. Uh, some fat fingers from Leonidas accidentally pressed the wrong button, but hey, happens to the
He
best of
was
us.
he was jitter clicking like in Minecraft Bed Wars when you're like building the bridge.
Yeah.
He,
Well,
he
I
was a little
mean,
too trigger happy there.
yeah. So as we're waiting, Cam is the official tonight. Um, with the shirt that says ring check. Wow.
How many
Well,
rings
let's
does
hope
he
Leo.
have?
He won one with the season 27 Firebirds, I believe.
Yes.
Did he win
Remember
one
that.
last year? I don't know.
No,
Or
I don't
last
I don't remember
season?
what team he's
Yeah.
on. I think he has an IPU ring. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that too. Well, Leo chooses the right team this time, thankfully. And speaking of Leo, if you weren't here earlier, don't forget Friday night is Leonidas Appreciation Night. If you want to send us a message on why you appreciate Leonidas, please DM us. You know our discords. If not, I can give it to you. And if you have any messages for Leonidas, please keep them appropriate. Something you would say to your grandma. Um, please feel free to DM
Hopefully you're
us
not
about,
talking to grandma about HGBB.
well, like something you would tell your grandma compared to not. Like, yeah, if you have any like inspirational or like you have any funny stories of Leo, please let us know. We would love to read them out loud. Friday night it will be Leonidas night. Or we appreciate our player manager Leonidas. More giveaways coming soon. If you want to stay tuned and updated for all of our giveaways, you can go to. Well, we don't have anywhere for you to go because we don't post them. But if we did, I would give you. Sorry about that. As Okay, we can finally take this down. Okay, scoreboard set. First pitch should be coming very, very soon.
Lineups are set. Looks like Chicago. Jong's here. Capital is not here. So I guess he's just missing because he has to miss.
Yeah. Capital will probably be missing Doosan as well. I like to imagine.
I think I think that merely a formality.
Yeah.
I see Delta's here. Delta was a bench player on the scene. 27 Sonics got traded with Doogie Pirate. Didn't make too many at bats. I think he had a hit in a rally, if I remember correctly, but he wasn't playing much that season.
But Delta did score the walk-off winning run for the Sonics in the fourth game of the divisional series to lift them up over the Milwaukee Honey Badgers. That was probably the biggest upset we saw all tournament long, I think.
Oh, surely. I mean, again, Seattle just snuck into the playoffs. I mean, they earned it. Obviously, they fought tooth and nail. They won 3 back-to-back elimination games, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, well, not actual elimination games, but Game 32 against Chicago, they had to win. Game 33 against Portland, they had to win, and the tiebreaker game against Washington.
Yep.
So,
The Jailbirds take the field, and Capitals will take the play by play mic right here. Take the away, buddy.
yes, once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Capitalist, and we're going to do the scoreboard for the first 4.5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Notre Dame is in fact going to be the leadoff man, and it's going to be the reliever from last night, Jordan, stepping in for not your San Francisco Jailbirds, for the San Francisco Jailbirds. We'll get you your fielding arrangements in just a minute. I now realize last night I never got around to the fielding arrangements for Chicago. I never really got a chance, as that's ball one, and this game officially underway. First pitch at 5:10 local time, that's Pacific time. Here comes 1-0 from Jordan. And it's inside ball 2. Now, I was reading, I forget where it was. Jordan was on the mound in relief last night. He went 1 2/3 of an inning, gave up a 2-run home run to Leo. I forgot who was catching, but whoever was catching said it wasn't their fault. They didn't call the pitch. It was Jordan all on his own, and he just served up a meatball. As that evens the count at 2-2. Hook inside. Notre Dame will probably go to right field. Ninja not pitching today, probably playing shortstop, but my guess is on deck. As Jordan didn't like that pitch and he steps off and calls time. Looks like mostly the same lineup today for the Jailbirds. A couple people moved around in the infield and outfield. Here comes a 2-2 from the southpaw, and it's hit out towards the first base side, out of play, into the bullpen. Well, this ballpark obviously a little old in terms of when the model was created, because unfortunately in Oracle Field in real life they moved the bullpen out of the foul lines. Well, Notre Dame hits that one weakly to Mupnups over at first. That's your first out of the game, and it brings up Ninja. So Ninja with that big 2-run triple last night against San Francisco, of course, ended the day 2-for-4 with a single in the 6th to add on for a second hit, and also an intentional walk in the 7th right before Leonidas' 2-run home run as Ninja takes ball 1. Well, Ninja, this is his I think this is his, let's see. I think it's his 4th season playing on a Chicago team. I think he has 2 for the Ravens and 2 for the Breeze. He took strike 1 there. His only season he hasn't played in Chicago in main league was last season as playing manager of San Diego. So back into the Windy City, where he's obviously been thriving. One of the top players in this league, obviously with the MVP. Top 3 in Cy Young voting. Definitely a front-running candidate right now as it stands. I mean, Ace Lord's probably going to be up there at some point. I think he did pretty good against New York. Dion could be in there if he Bounces back as Ninja hits that one right center field. That ball is going. That ball is going. That ball is gone straight into the tunnel in right center field. Well, a fan who's late to their seat's gonna get that home run ball. Oh, he just parked that thing. He didn't get the cutscene. It's Oracle Field. Rounding third and heading home now, Ninja. Oh, well, it's 1-0 here, Chicago. They went 5 frames without scoring. They go only 1 out before they score their first run in the game. First blood to the Ravens. And it brings up Leonidas, moving up in the order, batting third here tonight.
Well, how about that? I mean, that was a true rainmaker. I didn't even see the ball. It left the sky.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. Obviously, Oracle Field here in San Francisco. A very good pitcher's park, but still the dependable power of Ninja there is enough to carry it well over that right center field wall. That is the farthest part of the stadium. I think in real life it's like almost 480 feet as Leo takes strike one down the heart of the plate. He's getting that batting average up, obviously. He is a much better batter than 190. Just a slow start, as that's in there for a called strike two. Got fooled with the off-speed, was probably sitting on something a little faster. Jordan comes with a quick pitch, and it is hit out towards shortstop. I believe that's Glisfart. Umi cut him off. The throw to first is in time. So a good move there by Umi, playing the hot corner tonight to get the second out of the frame. And it brings up Elitsky, who has also moved up in this lineup. He's played a dependable left field, only had one game with a couple mishaps, but everything else, including one day in center field, he's been absolutely brilliant. Here comes the first pitch to Elitsky, and that's fouled out of play, first base side, towards the Chicago dugout. I believe this is the first time Chicago is wearing their blue uniforms. Remind me, I forget what decade they're inspired off. Here comes the 0-1. As that's popped in the air, can of corn. Umi is underneath it to make the catch and will head to the leadoff spot after the end of the frame. But not before Ninja crushes a home run right center field. Ooh. Nobody was ready for that one. As we go to the bottom half of the first, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, none left. First inning of work for Jordan, and the Ravens now lead 1-0. So indeed, here is Umi playing third base. Made a good cutoff there of his shortstop, Glisfart. And had a good game yesterday. He went 2 for 5, 2 singles. Was the man who had the single when Glisfart got thrown out at home. He did have a double play that ended the 5th inning. Well, it's going to be Leo, who was promised to us yesterday to start, but there was a change 2 minutes before. It was Ninja who went 6 innings and pitched well on, I assume, short rest. Well, the outfield is very shaded to the pole side here. Left fielder Elitsky not playing anywhere near the gap. Any bloop hit might as well be a double with the way the fielding arrangement is. 0-1 now on Umi. And the pitch is taken for ball 1. This is a very interesting ballpark. I've seen some crazy balls hit in real life. I've seen Jung-Hoo Lee's wrist get broken. That was really unfortunate. It was on one of those freak balls out in center field as Umi takes ball 2 low and away. Here comes 2-1, and Umi takes again, ball 3. So Ninja, I think this is his first day out in center field. Just looking at the fielding arrangements here. Here comes the 3-1 pitch from Leo. He comes to the plate, and it's popped in the air down the right field line. This may get down, and it will. It gets over the head of the first baseman, and it's in the right field corner. Notre Dame throws it in to Gabriel Plays. But it's going to be an easy double for Umi leading off here in the bottom half of the first. San Francisco looking to answer right back. And it brings up T-Bucks, who had a rare bad day at the plate yesterday. In 4 trips to the plate, he only got 1 single. and he reached in the first inning on a fielder's choice. That was all his offensive contribution. He takes strike one. And the 0-1 pitch now is hit in the air, center field. This may get down. Ninja is giving chase. Ninja is, gonna get there. He covered a lot of range there. Umi was thinking about tagging, but that's not gonna happen. Leo running all the way over to get the ball himself on the throw-in towards third base. So it brings up Jordan. Umi has to stay put right at second base. That's great outfielding by Ninja. Well, here is Jordan. Jordan also had a decent day at the plate. 2 for 4 with a run scored in the second inning. First run of the game and the first run for 4.5 innings. As he fouls that one towards the Chicago dugout out of play. He is ready. Pacifica puts down the 0-1 pitch, and it's hit in the air, right center field, towards Gabriel Plays. Gabriel Plays, he does not get it in his mitt. It's a Texas leaguer here, and Umi will go to third. Read that ball well, waited, and here is Turbo. Well, nice little Texas leaguer for Jordan. Gabriel Plays gave all he could there and came up unrewarded. Please Turbo did not play last night. Entering today with a great 444, no home runs, no RBIs. The first RBI here would tie the game. Leo comes to the plate and it's a swing and a miss. Turbo hacking early here in the at-bat. I would give you some fun facts about this San Francisco team, but none of them filled out our media guide form, as that's outside ball one.
Not their fault.
Teams that did, teams that did. Akala Just Nishino, the player manager of Akala/Seattle. A good chunk of Nippon, a good little bit of Minnesota, as Turbo takes ball 2 and the check down to first is not in time. A good chunk of Honolulu, mostly Chicago. Baltimore was very early with it. They got a lot of their players in, and Atlanta. So thank you to those clubs for filling out our form. Thank you to those players, all 65 of you, I believe it was. Here comes the 2-1. And that's grounded towards third base. This might not be 2. It's to Jong, to Gabriel. Oh, it is going to be 2. How about that? Well, Jong turned a very, very close 6-4-3 double play to end the frame, and San Francisco must feel awfully unlucky there. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Leo escapes runners at the corners and 1 away. We go to the top of the second, and your score is still 1-0. And here comes the man who just turned that double play, Jong. Well, Jong has had a pretty good season so far as he takes strike 1. It'll be Jong and then Lucy to follow on deck. Takes ball 1 there. Jordan, I think he was using a different animation yesterday. He was using one of those sidearms. I didn't quite check which animation it was, to be fair. And the pitch is high, ball 2. I also remember Jordan saying that the exert feature didn't do anything but eat up his stamina. But again, someone said he threw up a meatball. So exert can't really save that. As Jong hits that one out to right field, but T-Bucks is there to make the catch. Didn't have to move very much. And there's 1 down in the inning. So here is Lucy playing third base today. Mostly been catching. Played a little bit of second base. I think a little bit of third last night as well. Let me look at the fielding from yesterday. No. Catcher to second and pitched the last inning. 1 inning of mop-up, gave up a run. Take strike 1 there. The 0-1 from Jordan is outside, ball 1. And now the count goes 2-1. Lucy with a good eye here. Has crushed a lot of hits. Doesn't necessarily have enough stats to show for it. Probably deserves a home run by now with that level of hard contact. 2-1 pitch on its way. And it's popped in the air. Can of corn. Pitcher and catcher converge. Cam mosses Jordan for the second out in the inning. And it brings up Vada. Vada or Zav has played in 4 of the 5, I think it's 5 leagues. He's played in Asia, Korea, Blitz League, and Main League. No IPU experience. Only 1 championship. Season 2, KT Wiz in the Asian League. Count goes even at 1-1. He's been around a while. He has played a lot of seasons. That is exactly what he said. How many seasons did you play in all the leagues? His word is a lot. ... As the count goes to 2-1, Vada working the count here. A spot start every now and then was not in the lineup last night. At first base, bases are empty, excuse me. As that's in the air, center field, and Turbo is there to make the catch. It is in fact a 1-2-3 inning to end the frame. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left in this inning. Jordan works his first scoreless, and the score remains at 1-0 Chicago. So Mupnup, step up. Mupnups is the first baseman tonight for the Jailbirds. Was a pesky thorn in the side of the Ravens. Got lucky with some infield hitting. Had some clean singles on top of that. I believe ended the day 4 for 4. Mupnups 4 for 4. All 4 singles as he takes ball 1. There was a lot of people in the chat last night, and we appreciate the talking as the count evens at 1-1. Someone was saying that Mupnups is the ace in the hole here for the Jailbirds. The 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Mupnups didn't want to pull the trigger. Strike nonetheless. So here comes the 1-2 pitch from Leo. And he swings and misses. Strike 3. First strikeout of the day for the Ravens playing manager. And it brings up Glizfart. Well, with that first strikeout, we'd like to point out that this broadcast brought to you by Carl's Clam Chowder, the creamiest clam chowder in the Pacific Northwest. If a Ravens pitcher strikes out 12, you get yourself free clam chowder at Carl's. Carl's Clam Chowder, lobster bisque, and house-made oyster crackers. So, Glizfart was also a little pesky, played some decent defense. With the sacrifice, had to go ahead sacrifice fly in the second inning in the messy inning by the Ravens. I think he had a hit later in the game. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And that's bounded off the plate and foul, first base side. Batter on deck is the catcher Cam, who was with Minnesota and still IPU eligible somehow, as Glizfart takes ball 2 low and in. Two-two pitch is outside, and the count goes full at 3-2. So the first full count of the day goes to Glizfart. Not really swinging at anything Leo has offered. And the payoff pitch now is hit in the air, right center field, but not very deep. Gabriel Plays is there to make the catch, and there is 2 down in the inning. So up steps Cam. Second game, and what a game he had in his first. 3 for 4, 2 home runs, and 3 RBIs. Well, if he keeps that up, he may break Barry Bonds' record. I'll tell you that. And the pitch. In there for a called strike 1. Capital is here, but I have a feeling he won't be playing today. Leo comes set, and he comes to the plate. And Cam takes strike 2 on the high and in corner. And the count goes 0-2, so Jailbirds down to their final strike in this inning. Not looking to go so quietly. Cam is ready. Leo is ready. He kicks, he winds, he delivers. And Cam is rung out on strikes 3 straight in a row. That retires the side in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Leo with a pair of Ks. We go to the top of the third, and your Mechanics Bank score is still the Ravens 1 and the Jailbirds nothing. So here steps up. Gabriel plays. I believe this is his first game of the season. Gabriel was a season 27 Sonic and is one of the many Astros fans in this league, I believe. There comes the first offering. That's rifled right center field, but Bombs makes a diving catch. Oh, he robs Gabriel plays there of a leadoff single, and it brings up the red hot Pacifica. So Bombs, who got his first 2 hits yesterday, 2 for 4, has really been a good man there with the glove at the Keystone. As Pacifica swings and misses strike 1. Now Pacifica, with those 2 hits last night, he had a good work of the count on his first at-bat. He got it full and hit it up the middle. He did ground out. Now down in a hole, 0-2 quickly. And the 0-2 pitch is in there for a called strike 3. Jordan going aggressive at Pacifica, and Pacifica obliges him with the 3-pitch strikeout. So not his best at-bat there, as it upsteps Notre Dame. Notre Dame in right field. And he hits that one to right field. It gets down in front of T-Bucks, looking for the 9-3, but he will not get it. Notre Dame breaks his small batting slump, and it brings up Ninja, who crushed that home run his last time up. So that feels good for Notre Dame. He worked the count well yesterday. He had 2 walks. Not intentional, by the way. The Ravens walked 4 times, 3 unintentional. The intentional walk to Ninja, who is up right now. First pitch from Jordan is fouled out of play down the right field line, and it makes its way towards McCovey Cove, but it stays in the grounds. And the count goes 0-1. Well, sorry, what do they call it here? La Flames Landing. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Inside ball 1. You take your pick which La Flame that is. I would guess Zach. I actually don't know which one it's named after. Here comes a 1-1. From Jordan. And it's in there for a called strike 2. Jordan has been in very good shape ever since giving up that 1-out home run to Ninja in the first. 1-2 pitch now. And Jordan comes to the plate. And it's hit out to right field. Out of the 4-man outfield shift. It's going to be a throw to first from T-Bucks. And Ninja reaches safely. He hustles down the first base line, and it brings up Leonidas. Leonidas, by the way, has played in every main league season, has managed a ridiculous amount of games, has played in a ridiculous amount of games, also gave us the most information on his form. He is the all-time league leader in games, hits, and innings pitched, and he's a top 5 home run man. So if you're looking for real-life Hall of Fame when this is all done and over for HGB, he is that Ty Cobb, that Babe Ruth of that first inaugural class. Lifetime 535 win-loss record entering the season, just above 500 in the playoffs. That's hit down the left field line. That will get down. That might score a run. Notre Dame rounding third, heading home. He read the ball well. He was off with the contact. To third is Ninja. He was thinking about it for a second. He stays put. It's a 2-0 ball game. Leonidas helping his own cause there with a rousing double. And a little more pressure here on Jordan with 2 away. I might have commentator jinxed here. Capital calls it a Mickey hit, but it was right down the line. He hit it well. A la Lucy. Lucy has hit a lot down the line as Alitsky takes ball 1. So Notre Dame doing what all good base runners do, running with the pitch in HUB as we all do with the good secondary lead. 1-1 count now on Alitsky. And he hits that one up the middle, right center field. That will get down. That might score 2. Leo's already standing at third. He is heading for home. Alitsky rounds first. He heads for second. He tries for second. He slides into second. He is safe. He is safe, and it is now a 4-0 ball game. Alitsky clears the bases with back-to-back doubles. Oh, This game might get out of control from Jordan as quickly as it starts. So Leo in to score and Ninja in to score from third. For those of you who missed my last half of the game broadcast, I kind of ran out of voice after the 6th inning because there was like 3 hits and 2 sacrifice bunts, like back to back to back, and I didn't get a chance to drink any water. It comes 1-1 to Zhang. Zhang 0 for 1 today. Lined to bombs in the second leading off. As he swings and misses, then count goes 1-2. And the pitch is check swinged inside, and the count goes even at 2-2. So the deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base, and Jordan comes to the plate. It's hit out to left field. It is over the head of Umi. It gets down. Elitski's going to have to park at third. Runners at the corners and 2 away. Ooh, they are on the hit parade here. It is golden record after golden record. First Notre Dame, then Ninja, then back-to-back doubles from Leo and Elitski, both scoring runs. And now Zhang with a single. Runners at the corners for the dangerous Lucy. There are 3 bods in the game, and Bombs, of course, the maker of the game. So that makes 4 head honchos. And the pitch. And therefore called strike. Cam is part of the competition committee in IPU. I'm trying to think if anyone else commands that level of respect as it's swing the miss at strike 2. Lucy popped to catcher. Last time up, looking for something better here, takes it inside, 1-2. Someone in the stands heckling watch for ball here, and watch for ball she did. Jordan comes quickly with the pitch, and it's on the corner and hit out towards Mopnups at first, who makes the catch to end the frame. But not before 3 men cross the plate and make it 4-0 Ravens. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Well, Jordan was cruising 2 outs and then gave up 5 back-to-back hits. And your score, as we go to the bottom of the third, is in fact 4-0. So up stepped Bombs, moved up from 9th to 8th, playing a good second base. His first 2 hits last night. Bombs and the man in the 9-hole Hockey Monkey to follow. And therefore called strike 1. Bombs was part of some early trade talks, I believe. Getting shopped around. I was fooled. I forgot Velpucks was on Philadelphia, as that's in their first strike 2. I thought Velpucks was getting sent to the Ravens. I was very displeased. It looks like Pacifica is out of the game. Go Yankee is in. Lucy moved back to catch, and Go Yankees at third as Bombs swings and misses strike 3. Woo! So here comes Hockey Monkey. 1 for 4 in his first game of the season last night with a double play and a single. Get to your fielding alignments at the start of the next inning for both teams as Hockey Monkey swings and misses strike 1. Go Yankee is in for Pacifica late to the game as that is hit to left field. Elitski giving chase. Elitski does not. Oh, he does get there. I thought the out wasn't recorded. How about that from Elitski? Snag that one at his shoelaces. And there is 2 outs now in the frame. Well, great outfield defense once again here for the Ravens. Helping out Leo. He is in great form. He has only given up 2 hits, both in the first. Brings up Umi, who doubled to lead off the game and was left stranded at third after an inning-ending double play. As it's in there for called strike 2. 1 strike away from another 1-2-3 inning for Leo. He will have retired 7 consecutively. The 0-2 pitch is low, ball 1. Umi doesn't pull the trigger there. Leo trying to get perfect game, says the heckler in the stands. Unfortunately, you can't get a perfect game back when you give up 2 hits in the first. This is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ravens up 4-0 here in the bottom of the third. The pitch to Umi from the southpaw. I try to say 2 things at once. The count goes full inside. So another payoff pitch on its way here, this time for Umi. The left-handed batter is ready. Leo comes to, and that's hit foul, first base side towards the bullpen. That will make the stands, and almost made its way onto the wall here in right field. Here comes the payoff pitch. Leo kicks, winds, delivers. And Umi swings again. That one's down the right field line. That one's getting to the corner. That could be trouble. Rounding first and heading second is Umi. Notre Dame not up with the ball yet. He just gets out of the corner. Umi stays put at second base, and no one is covering third for some reason, so Umi could have tried for third. Go Yankee ran to second base. Brings up T-Bucks. So Umi, back-to-back doubles and back-to-back ABs. T-Bucks looking for a hit here. 0-1, take strike one, low and away corner. Comes the 0-1 pitch. High, ball one. And the 1-1 pitch is inside, ball two. So T-Bucks with good plate discipline here. Flew out to center field his first time up in the first. Looking for something better here. The 2-1 is grounded foul towards me in the first base coach's box, out of play. Unfortunately, I don't got that range of motion. I didn't make a play on the ball. Deuce is wild here once again in the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second and a 4-0 lead for the Ravens. The pitch. Oh, on the corner, called strike 3, and T-Bucks knew it. He heads right to his fielding position in right field as that ends the frame. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Leo with another pair of Ks. We go to the top of the 4th. Your score remains put at 4 for Chicago and nothing for San Francisco. Vada is batting for the second time today. And while we wait, we'll get you your fielding alignments for San Francisco. Hockey Monkey, what's his name? Turbo, and T-Bucks, outfielders left to right. Umi, Glisfart, Bombs, and Mup-Nups infield left to right, catching Cam and pitching Jordan. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Vada, outside, 1-1. Vada, his first time up, a lace went out to center field. The center fielder, Turbo, made the catch. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Check swing, did not go around, 2-1. For Vada, who did not play last season. Oh, he hits that one out of left field. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Hockey Monkey is there to make the catch. There's 1 down. I have to apologize. I am a little sluggish. I may or may not have pulled an all-nighter, and I'm working on 32 ounces of coffee. I feel like my dad. My dad had a lot of caffeine intake while he worked. As that's popped, Cam bests Jordan once again in the 3 flags up game. He's 1 flag away as it brings up Go Yankee for the first time today. So that's a quick 2 outs and back-to-back pitches. Gabriel plays now 0 for 2 today. Go Yankee missed last night's contest against San Francisco in I don't remember if it was game 4 or game 3. He went 0 for 5. He struck out looking. Did he strike out looking all 5 times, or was it 4?
No, he swung a couple of times, but he did. Yeah, he struck out 4 times. It was a golden sombrero. That was game 4, Saturday night's game against Atlanta in Atlanta.
Yeah, I know he struck out looking at least the first 2, maybe the third, as that's popped in the air, playable for Bombs, who will get there before T-Bucks make the catch, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Jordan, sandwiching those 3 runs between 2 good frames. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Your score still put at 4-0 for Chicago. We go to the top of the 5th. The bottom of the 4th, excuse me, and it brings up Jordan. So while we have a chance, we'll get you your outfield alignment and your infield alignment here. Elite Ski, Ninja, And Notre Dame outfield left to right. Go Yankee replacing Pacifica in the lineup, replacing Lucy at third. Oh, he's out. Go Yankee was pulled. Pacifica's back. But Pacifica now. John. Gabriel plays. Vada, infield left to right, catching Lucy now and pitching Leo. Here comes the 1-0. In there for a called strike one. So I have to write in another name. Count goes 1 and 2. So both batters, by the way, 0 for 1 today. Pacifica with a strikeout for yielding for Go Yankee, who, as you saw, popped out to end the inning. Here comes the 1-2 on the corner, called strike 3. Jordan watches it go by, just got fooled with the curve, and it brings up Turbo. 0 for 1 with a ground out today. Ninja says that was an AI at bat. Cam says heckles his own teammate. Is he the best guesser? Jordan says you need to get a CT scan. Everyone getting after each other already early in this contest. I guess Jordan not very happy after giving up 4 runs to Chicago in the 4th.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you be happy if you gave up 4 runs in the 4th?
I wouldn't be happy if I gave up 6 runs in 5 2/3 innings against the same team in back-to-back contests, as that is over the head of Gabriel plays, and Turbo has his first single of the day. So, while we were busy chat watching, Leo, I guess, pulling the emotional card here, I literally had, you know what, Jordan not responding. Probably realized he probably shouldn't be saying what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Muffin Up, so that's low, 1-0. One more half inning from me on the play-by-play, top of the 5th. We saw the home run by Ninja, kind of came out of nowhere, wasn't ready for it. It wasn't a cutscene, because it's Oracle. Leo, I was talking with, actually this morning, because he went to bed late, I assume. Like late, like as in the morning, like a nocturnal person, as that's in there for a called strike 1. Again, I did not sleep. I'm on my second full 16-ouncer of coffee. Was talking with Tappy about coffee earlier today, as that's taken both 3. But what was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was gonna say about Leo. Here comes the 3-1. In there for a called strike 2. Do you remember what I was saying? I've lost
Was
my
it
own
about the
train of thought.
coffee?
No, before that.
You were talking with Leonidas?
Yeah, but I forgot what I was saying about him. As that is hit towards the third base side, and that's caught for the second out. Huh. Well, if it comes back to me, I'll say something maybe during the stretch, but I have no idea what I was going to say. Yeah, well, I guess I have to watch the VOD back. Here comes the first pitch to Glizfart, and it's high, ball 1. Something tells me that Glizfart probably doesn't go by Glizfart in the Team VC, but once again, San Francisco did not fill out the media guide, as that's in there on the corner called strike 1.
But again, not not the player's
No,
fault.
not
It's
their
the PM's
fault.
fault.
Not their fault.
Not calling any PM out
Mahalo,
in particular, but T-Bucks.
Mahalo T-Bucks. Here
Mahalo
comes the
T-Bucks.
1-1 inside, ball 2. Well, we only see San Francisco one more time. That comes most certainly while I'm in Europe. Well, actually, it might be in the East Coast by then. But while I'm away, it's one of the 1-game series, game 20 something or other. I think 24 if I remember correctly. But again,
25.
I'm running off literally 25. Okay, I'll take that. I'm running on no sleep. Here comes the 3-1. That's hit up the middle. I have no idea where Ninja was. He's digging hard for it. He's not going to get it. This might score a run. The ball is at the warning track. It comes into the cutoff man. At shortstop, Jong holds the ball like Johnny Pesky, but the runner does not try to score. There are runners at the corners. Glizfart hit it a long ways. He had to stop at first to make sure he was not thrown out if the runner did, in fact, try to score. So, first time Leo's been in trouble since the first inning, really. He did have the leadoff double last time up in the 3rd, but then... Oh, sorry, the 2-out double last time up in the 3rd, but then sat down T-Bucks on 3 pitches. It's 0-1 on Cam here, 0 for 1 today. So that drops his batting average from 750 to 600. Again, 2 of his 3 hits, a beautiful, beautiful 2 home run pair. Here comes the 1-1 from the Wiley Southpaw. And he swings and misses at an inside pitch. The count goes 1-2. You know, it's gonna eat at me because I can't watch back the playback until I upload the VOD. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that's hit down the left field line, but well foul. It makes the seats, the second row there in the corner of this first deck. So count remains put at 1-2 on Cam, looking to bat in the first San Francisco run. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And it is hit up the middle towards left center field. That is going to score the first San Francisco run. So Turbo's in to score. To third goes Glisfard. He may try to score. He's rounding third. Here's a throw from Jong. It is not in time. 2 RBI double for Cam. And his hitting parade continues. He does his job here with 2 outs in the 4th. And that halves the lead to 4-2.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we saw in Atlanta. I mean, that sloppy fielding in once again from Ninja. I don't know where he was, but he should have been in that gap to get that last, not Cam, but to get Glisfard out. Should have been a very easy fly out if he was there, but instead he does not, and it's a 2-run inning for the Jailbirds.
Yeah, well, Dion, the pitcher from last night's game, heckling Leo, saying he's coping. I mean, he's the one leading 4-2. Obviously, he's a little unhappy there to give up the runs. But just minimize the damage here. 2-0 on bombs, pitching around the game's creator as the swings and misses that 1-2-1. Finally chases there. Ninja saying auto eye. I mean, of all the people to heckle, I guess you can heckle the guy who made the game. The 2-1 pitch. Inside, 3-1. So Bombs has taken 3 balls and swung at 1 ball. You could have walked by now. Leo probably coming to the plate here. I mean, to the zone. In specific, the pitch is on the corner, called strike 2. Delta Frost Gun, misspelled creator, and it's Crador. Our Crador is batting 8th. Well, the Crador is ready here with the payoff. Pitch coming to him. Here it comes. And that's hit in the air. Foul territory. But, that makes its way about 3 rows in. And Vada actually almost could have caught that. In real life, I don't think that counts as an out, by the way, because you can't exit the field of play as you record an out.
Yeah.
The payoff pitch again is hit in the air towards first base. Where is Vada going? He comes back and makes the catch to end the inning. So, San Francisco finally get to Leo after he showed some cracks in the first. 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. 1 left. The big hit, a 2 RBI double by Cam. And your score now 4-2, still a Chicago Ravens lead. So once again, last half inning here for me. Oh my god. I don't know what I could have been saying.
It's fine.
Either way, here steps up Notre Dame. Notre Dame played on the Bombers last season with my good friend and season 8 Archers Fubon player Blocky Joker, who was the Rookie of the Year that season. This would be his 4th season of Main League Baseball. He played on the season 27 Sonics. He was traded to San Francisco, ironically enough, as it's even count now at 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Notre Dame, and he swings and misses at a ball towards the dirt, strike 2. He has 2 Korean championships, both with the Wizards. Looking for a Main League champ here, as it's even Steven now at 2-2. Notre Dame has been working counts very well at the top of the order, even if he didn't get a hit last night. The 2-2 pitch now is on its way. Here it comes. And he swings and misses. He couldn't time up with that one and blew it by him. And that's the first out of the top of the 5th. It brings up Ninja, who spammed Bomb's respect button before batting. So maybe he'll hit a home run here again. He had that beautiful blast to right center There's one section of stands out in center field to the right of the batter's eye, and he hit it right down the tunnel onto the concourse. I think there's a concourse there. I haven't been to San Francisco in many years. He takes ball one. As Jordan steps off, didn't like the pitch. Jordan has been pitching very quick this entire game. Not many delays. I think he's only stepped off maybe a handful of times. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Inside 2-0. So we go again. The 2-0 pitch is on its way as Jordan says, can we change the count to 1-1?
What?
Goes for it. Obliging him, hypothetically, as it's 2-1 now, so he gets his strike. Jordan should have tapped the hat. He took longer than 3 seconds. Umpire doesn't have to give him the ABS challenge. And the count is now even at 2-2 on Ninja, who was just taken there. I don't think he was intending on swinging. Jordan comes quick with the 2-2 pitch. He kicks, he winds, he delivers, and it's outside ball 3. So another payoff pitch here, this time to Ninja. He's 2 for 2 today. He legged out a single to very shallow right field his last time up in the 3rd. Scored in both innings. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Oh, he stepped off. Well, Jordan stepped off 2 times in 1 at bat. Ninja, of course, a very dangerous batter. So, it's fair. Payoff pitch on its way. And it's grounded weakly to Gliss. Oh, that's not Glissfart. That's Cam at 3rd. So there was a fielding alignment, and I didn't quite remember it. So Cam moved, by the way, once again, from catcher to 3rd. And Ubi moves from 3rd to catcher. He might be AFK. Well, here is Leo. Leo 1 for 2 today with the allegedly cheap double down the left field line. I wouldn't call it cheap.
Yeah, it bounced off the wall. What's cheap about that?
Oh, I guess he needs to hit a home run every at bat.
I guess so.
Him and Settler have both played in every season. Settler is not here. I think he's only been in 2 games. Both games he pitched 2 innings of scoreless relief, I believe, as well. Here comes the 1-0. He takes strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. Just sitting there. Looking for a good one off of Jordan. There's a lot of space down the left field line again. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. He hits this one up the middle. It is going to fall in front of Turbo in center. And Leo now 2 for 3 today. I think this is his first multi-hit game.
Yep, that is his first multi-hit game of the season. I feel like that's a cheaper hit than that double banged off the wall.
Yeah, well, a clean single up the middle, and I think anyone will take it any day of the week, to be fair. As here's the first pitch to Elitski. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one. Left center field. That ball is fair. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Well. Elitski with his first round tripper of the season. And that makes it another 4-run lead here for the Ravens. They now lead 6-2. Pacific is saying Mickey Homer. Jordan saying these mobiles are insane. Well, that one kind of looked like he served it up for Elitski.
Yep, I mean, it was center cut in the zone. It was served with a silver platter and a golden spoon, and Elitski just mashed one into the left center bleachers.
Well, congratulations, Elitski, for your first home run of the season. That takes his RBI tally up to 5. Jordan saying mobiles carry Chicago. There's one mobile in the lineup. It's a weak grounder up the middle. It's going to be Glissfart there to record the final out, but not before the 2-run, 2-out home run by Elitski. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, none left. Your score is now 6-4 Chicago. We take it to the bottom of the 5th. Morgana, take it away.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Leo coming back on the mound to work another inning. Hopefully, he can get one to three. Jordan already at 74 pitches. If you're a Jailbirds fan, not something you want to see. Leo has a little bit less than that. Well, in the fourth inning, Leo did give up 2 runs, unfortunately, but thanks to Elitski, just about 2 minutes ago, they have got those 2 runs back and have extended their lead back to 4 runs. So Leo engages on the mound. He's at 72 pitches. I'm sorry, that's a lot more than Jordan. Now Leo looks in from the set, and the first pitch on the way. It's swung on and lifted into shallow left center field. It's dropping. It's down. A base hit. Up with the ball is the left fielder Ninja. He'll get it into Gabriel at second base, and a leadoff single for Hockey Monkey to start us off. So now that we have some time to pause as Umi comes up to the plate, 2 for 2 today, let's take this time for station identification. This is Ravens baseball on SESN. As the first pitch on the way to Umi is a called strike, 0-1. So starts him off with the outside curve. Ravens turned 4 double plays last night, and turned 1 tonight, looking to make number 6 on this series right here. The 0-1 pitch on the way, swinging. There's a weak fly ball. Oh no, that's not weak. That's punched out to right field. Good thing Notre Dame is there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Didn't even have to move a muscle. So now 1 down, and that'll bring up player manager T-Bucks. 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Leo caught him looking a couple of times. Looking to make it 3 strikeouts as T-Bucks takes that high for ball 1. So 1-0 here on T-Bucks. Hockey Monkey at first base. He's glued to that bag. Does not want to try anything risky right here. T-Bucks showing bunt. Let's see what Leo will do here. Infield does not react. Now Leo gets the sign in the 1-0 pitch on the way. It's a strike called. Now 1-1. Clip that upper zone. So 1 ball and 1 strike here on T-Bucks. From the set and the 1-1 pitch. It's swung on and lifted into right field. It drops in. A base hit. Up with the ball is the right fielder Notre Dame. That toss into second is there. The shortstop Jong comes up with it. So now runners on first and second base. And here comes Jordan, the starter for tonight. Also our boss, or temporary boss until he finds somebody. But knowing him, he will probably not find anybody. So he'll probably be our permanent boss. Jordan 1 for 2 today with a single. Also gave up 6 runs on the mound. Leo trying to get out this inning without any damage as Jordan pops that up in foul territory. Nobody gets there though, so it drops in foul as the count is 0-1. Hockey on second. T-Bucks taking about a mile lead off of first base. The Mariners are down 1-10 right now, if anyone's watching that game. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way to Jordan. Swinging, there's a fly ball. Lifts to deep center field. It's going. It is off the batter's eye in center field and long gone. Goodbye. A 3-run blast from Jordan, the starter, and it's a 1-run game here in San Francisco.
Well, that's certainly one way to help your cause. Leo was faltering some in the last inning. He did get Jordan to strike out looking. Well, Jordan gets him back there. Big 3-run home run. I think that was a mistake pitch from Leo. While I have a quick second here, Elitski, after hitting that home run, appears to have left the game. And it is Kaz actually out in left field. Ninja is still in center field. But,
Oops, sorry.
No, you're good. Talk about a bad time to give up a home run, especially with 2 on, obviously.
Here comes Turbo, 1 for 2 today as Leo paints that for a strike, 0-1. So Leo allowed 3 runs this inning. Not something you want to see here. Leo trying to just work through. This will probably be his last as he takes ball 1, so the count evens out to 1 ball, 1 strike, 3 runners in, and 1 runner away. And now Leo comes back with the 1-1 pitch. Here she comes. It's a ball in the dirt. Now 2-1 here on Turbo. So Leo has been struggling on the mound this season. Always goes a lot of innings, but gives up a good amount of runs as Turbo takes that outside. Now ball 3. Leo missing some accuracy. This probably will be his last inning of work, already at 84 pitches. Now from the set, and here comes the 3-1 pitch on the way. It's swung on and fouled into the bleachers. No, into the dugout, first base side. So full count here on Turbo. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Leo looking to put him away right here. Leo gets a sign from Lucy, and 3-2 pitch. Here she comes, swinging another ground ball foul into the first base dugout. We'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, and 3 runners in a 1-run game that the Ravens lead 6-5 as Leo comes back with the 3-2 pitch. Swinging, there's a fly ball hit into center field. It's dropping, it's down, a base hit. The tying run is on first base, and with 1 away, here comes Mupnups. Mupnups, who was 4 for 4 yesterday with 4 singles, 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. No, sorry, a strikeout and a flyout. And it looks
Leo
like
looks absolutely gassed.
Yep, that will probably be Leo's night. So, ending on a very not so nice note, as we will go to the bullpen. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Hardware Haven. Have a hardware need? Well, our friends at Hardware Haven can help. In business since 1977, Hardware Haven has been successfully serving customers for almost 50 years and can help you with your next home project. Call their number or stop by and say hi at one of their 3 locations in Tacoma, Auburn, and Kent. Hardware Haven, customer first, and taking the mound will be Ninja.
I think he's just waiting a second here.
Oh. And it will not be Ninja.
Because he has to be out of stamina after pitching last night. Looks like Gabriel plays. Ninja gonna be into catch, I can only presume.
A puppet.
Giving the fancy treatment to, I think that was Dion, giving the fancy treatment to Mupnups.
Ninja giving some extracurricular to Mupnups.
Well, I think Leo will come and play second. Pacifica saying his eyes itch. He's talking with Gabriel here. It's Lucy probably moving to center field. Well, by the way, I made the point the first time I saw Lucy play second. Oh, it looks like Lucy's gonna pitch. But nope, never mind. Oh, I think Gabriel probably had to take off the glove. I remember that from season 27. They always made him take off the glove when he pitched. But either way. Yep, it's off. So why is he running out of center field? Who's pitching?
So it looks like Gabe will. No, Gabe's coming back.
I think they're trying to. I think they're like contemplating here who's gonna pitch.
And everybody is playing musical chairs around the mound right now. Ninja will come to catch. Pacifica going back to third. It looks like it'll be Lucy to take the mound. Gabe will go out in center field for Ninja. So if you're keeping score at home, you have a lot of changes to make. Well, Mupnups, who was 4 for 4 yesterday, 0 for 2 today, a flyout and a strikeout. Lucy works in now, looking to end this inning and hopefully score more in the next. Well, we're in the bottom of the 5th, where the Jordan hit a clutch 3-run home run to make a 6-5 ball game. As Mupnups check swings, it's a strike either way, nothing in 1.
Bomb said in the chat that Lucy just bought a new animation. I don't know how true that could be.
Well, let's see if it'll work. As Lucy disengages, because I guess they feel like it. Turbo, glued to the bag at first, does not want to take any chances, does not want to make any not so smart plays when you are only trailing by 1 now. From the set, and here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way, swinging a fly ball launch foul down the left field line. Oh, that had the distance to be a double, but it was foul, so it doesn't matter. Now 0-2 here on Mupnups. Lucy looking to put away the first batter she faces. From the set, and here comes the 0-2 to Mupnups. Swinging a ground ball foul down the third base line. We'll do it again. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 runner on, 3 runners in, and 1 runner away. Lucy shakes off Ninja. Now gets the sign, and from the set, here comes the 0-2 pitch again to Mupnups. It's up high, ball 1. And the throw down to first is not in time. Oh, they almost got Turbo sleeping at first. But a good dive by Turbo. He gets back to the bag safely. So, 1-2. Lucy shakes off Ninja again. How many pitches is she going to shake off? Anyways, now Lucy gets the sign, and from the set, and here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way to Mupnups. Check swing, it's down low, ball 2. So now 2-2. Mupnup's down nothing in 2 is evened out the count to 2-2 with runner on. Lucy looking to either get a strikeout or double play. However you draw it, you just hope to get one right here. Now from the set, and here comes the 2-2 pitch on the way to Mupnups. Swinging a weak fly ball into left field. It's dropping, and it's down. A base hit. Back-to-back bloops for this Jailbirds offense, and here comes Glitzfar 1 for 2 with a single tonight. So more base running troubles. Lucy shakes off another pitch. The third pitch she has shaked off so far. It seems like the Ravens cannot get an out. So Lucy comes back with the first pitch to Glitzfart. It's a strike called, 0-1. Now you can turn a double play from third to second or second to first. Any way you draw it up, you can turn 2 right here. Fielders in double play depth looking to turn the second double play of tonight. From the set, and here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way to Glitz. It's a ball. Counting moves out to 1 ball and 1 strike. 3 runs in. Runners on first and second. Mupnups at first. Turbo at second. 1 away. In a 6-5 game, the Ravens narrowly lead. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 away. Lucy gets the sign and the set. And the 1-1 pitch on the way to Glitzfar. It's swung and lined into right field. Notre Dame is there to make the catch. And there's 2 down as Turbo is tagging and will head to third base. So runners parked in the corners for Cam, who had that 2 RBI double last time.
Well, an important second out there. Kind of breaks up the momentum. That was 4 base hits in a row, of course, including the Jordan 3-run home run.
That was about 3 hits in a row and 1 nuke. And here comes the first pitch on the way to Cam. It's outside, ball 1. Yeah, Jordan's home run bounced off the batter's eye in center field. I haven't seen that many home runs ever hit there, especially in this game. Or in real life, for that matter. But count is 1-0. Lucy disengages again. Looking to record that third and final out to get us out of this treacherous inning. Lucy steps back on the rubber. Stares down Cam. Gets the sign from Ninja. Now goes into her motion, and here comes the 1-0 pitch. It's swung and lifted into right to Leo at second base, who makes the catch and retires aside. So 2 runners stranded, but not before the Jailbirds get 3 off of a big home run from Jordan. We get to the top of the 6th. The Ravens narrowly lead 6-5 in San Francisco. Jordan coming back on the mound. He has surpassed Leo, actually. Capitalist with the line score for Leo soon is the first pitch on the way to Lucy. It's up high, ball 1. So 1-0. Now Jordan has to be uber careful when pitching because he does not want to make this game farther than it has to be. Jailbirds only down 1 run. It's very comebackable for them. They were down 6-2 at one point. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. It is out inside. Now 2 balls and no strikes. Lucy getting into a hitter's count. He might be thinking about walking her too. He does not want to contest her and try to and let her get a hit and possibly make more damage. Jordan comes back with the 2-0 pitch. Here it is. Swinging, there's a fly ball lifted to center field. It's back. It is deep. It is off the wall. Up with the ball is a center fielder. Lucy will head back to first base. A leadoff single for Lucy. How about that? Here comes Vaughn.
Once again, Lucy hits a ball to the warning track and gets a single. I think she bat flipped it again as well.
Yep, so she's just like Johnny Pareda, bat flipping on singles. The beautiful.
But at least he does it for everything.
That's true. Here comes Vada. 0 for 2 today, looking to be 1 for 3 as he takes ball 1 inside. 1-0 to the 0-2. Jordan at 78 pitches. He's guaranteed to reach 80 by the end of the inning. Now from the set, and here comes the 1-0 pitch on the way to Vada. Swinging, there's a fly ball deep to left center field. The left fielder is there to... No, it's off the wall. I misjudged that. Up with the ball is the left fielder. Lucy heading to third base. Vada in at second. It's a no-out double. Lucy will get to third base for Vada. How about that? And here comes Gabe in his season 29 debut. 0 for 2. But Gabe has made some critical plays in season 27. with the Sonics, and now looking to make another critical play right here. You need some insurance. You need to bring in runs. The first pitch on the way from Jordan. Here she comes. It is up high. Ball 1-0, and that is pitch number 80 thrown by Jordan.
Well, I just want to say real quick that the left fielder, I believe that's Hockey Monkey still out there in left, completely misjudged the ball as that
As
is
there's
a
a ground
fair
ball down the left field
Whoa.
line. It's a fair ball. Lucy scores. Here comes Vada. Vada on his way home. The throw to the plate off the line. Vada scores. It's a 2 RBI double for Gabe, and still nobody out here in the inning. Hey now, hey now, hey now.
Well, just to quickly finish my thought, by the way, I was going to say the left fielder came well in before realizing that ball was well behind him, and talk about a lucky hit from Gabriel plays right down the third base line. Just stayed fair. That knocks Jordan out of the game.
Pacifica takes that as strike called on that upper rung. 0-1. It looked like that ball kind of phased through Umi's glove at third. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way to Pacifica. Swung on and missed at high cheddar. Now 0-2. Pacifica looking to get his third hit of the season. 2 for 4 yesterday. 2 clutch RBI off of 2 singles as Cam disengaged from the mound. Well, Gabe, congratulations, buddy. You have knocked Jordan off the mound. Jordan giving up 8 runs all earned. Here comes the 0-2 pitch on the way to Pacifica. Swing and a miss, and Pacifica down on 3 strikes. As up comes Notre Dame Nerd. He struck out last time, but he's 1 for 3 with the single. Scored a run as well. If Notre Dame could go 2 for 4 possibly and bring in an RBI, Gabe at second base, that would be even better. But remember, here comes the first pitch on the Notre Dame. Ball 1. Gabe in second base has not been a good relationship. If you remember season 27, the comeback that wasn't. Sonics needed 1 run, and Gabe got picked off at second base with the bases loaded and Talks at the plate. That would ultimately be the last drop for Talks as Notre Dame lifts that into left field. It's back, it's deep, it is off the wall. Here comes Gabe rounding third. He'll score. Notre Dame into second. He slides in safely, and it's another RBI double for the boys in the blue and red. And up comes Ninja. Grounded out last time to Umi at third. Dances with Cam at the bag, and now steps into the batter's box. 2 for 3 today with the towering home run in the first inning. So now 9-5, your Ravens lead back to a 4-run lead again. Ninja would love to make it a 6-run lead if he can get a hold of one right here. Cam goes into the motion, and the first pitch on the way to Ninja. It is a strike called, 0-1. Clips that upper edge. Ravens and their throwbacks. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. It is inside. Counting out to 1 ball, 1 strike with Notre Dame at second base, 1 away, and 2 runs in. 3 runs in. A crucial 3 runs in. From the set, and here comes the 1-1 pitch to Ninja. In the dirt, ball 2. So now 2-1 here on Ninja. 2 for 3 today with a towering home run in the top of the first inning. He would love to go 3 for 4, maybe a second home run in the day. This Ravens team, I don't think has had a multi-home run day this season. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. It is up high, way up high. That was in the second deck almost. Now 3-1, Ninja and a hitter's count. Let's see what Cam will throw here. It is up high, and they walked him. And here comes Leo. Well, the last thing you want to do is walk Ninja. We've seen that happen before. Yesterday, where Leo crushed one. I would love to make another Leo home run call. He's 2 for 3 today himself. His first multi-hit game of the season. Congratulations, buddy. Looking to get another hit right here. Does hit number 3 in the books. Here comes the first pitch on the way to Leo. It is inside. A good take by Leonidas. Now 1-0. So Ninja at first, Notre Dame at second, and Cam's 1-0 pitch. Swinging, there's a weak line drive to right field. It is caught very easily. No one will tag. Leo is 2 for 4 in the day. Bombs Moss's Cam as he eats a face full of dirt. And here comes Ariel making their their season 29 debut, their first plate appearance of the night. So Cam now with 2 outs, but the Ravens have 2 runners on. Ariel would love to get a big base hit right here. The first pitch on the way to Ariel is swung on and missed. 0-1. Gabriel calls time to step out the box, adjust the batting gloves. 3 runs in, a 2-run double by Gabe, a 1-run double by Notre Dame. Ariel looking for more. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swinging, there's a fly ball hit out to shallow left field. It's dropping. It's over the head of the second shortstop. Here comes Notre Dame. Nope, bases will be juiced for Jong. 1 for 3 tonight with a single, grounded out in their last at bat. They're batting .444 in the season. Boy, would they love to get hit number 2 right here. Jong steps into the box. Cam works with velocity as the first pitch is fouled into the third base dugout. 0-1. So the game has been almost an hour and 30. I'm right only in the 6th inning. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way. It's out inside. Counting's out to 1 ball and 1 strike. So the bases are juiced here. Notre Dame at second. Notre Dame at third. Ninja at second. Ariel at first. His first major league hit of the season. Now Cam comes back with the 1-1 pitch to Jong. It is outside. A good eye by Jong. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. The bases are juiced. Jong looking to blow this game off the doors. Cam disengages. Didn't like what he saw there from Jordan. Umi bouncing, jumping at third, trying to distract Jong. Here comes the 2-1 pitch on the way to Jong. Swinging, there's a fly ball hit out to the gap and right in center field. It drops in, a base hit. This is gonna score some people. Notre Dame scores. Ninja scores. Ariel to third. No, Ariel's being waved home. Ariel will score. Jong head first slide into third, and a bases clearing triple for Jong. He comes through in the clutch once more, and that'll bring up Lucy. Holy smokes, how about that?
Well, I'm going to be very hard pressed here. They have batted around the order. All 9 men have come up, and Lucy is the 10th to come to the plate. Talk about a clutch hit there. The game is getting out of hand now for San Francisco.
And I believe that is Chicago's first double-digit game they've ever scored more than 1 run, huh? I don't know how to say that, but I think that's right?
First non-single-digit game in runs.
Lucy takes strike.
Yeah, because they only scored. Well, only is not a good way to put it, but they only scored 9 yesterday. I think that was their most, right?
Only 9. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way to Lucy. Strike 3 called. Pitcher's pain on the outside edge, but not before 6 runs come in. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Your Ravens lead 12-5 over the Jailbirds. As the creator of the game, Baum, steps into the box 0 for 2 tonight. They were 2 for 4 last night with a double and a single. So, some good hitting from everybody, contributing. Everybody doing their part in the lineup. The first pitch on the way to Bombs is a strike called. 0-1. So, no balls and 1 strike. Lucy gets the sign from, I believe it is Ninja. And here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way to Bombs, swinging a ground ball right back up the middle. Right there is Jong. He scoops it up, fires to first base in time for the first out of the inning. So 1 down, and here comes Hockey Monkey. 1 for 2 tonight with a single, and they scored as well. So Lucy gets the sign from Ninja, and now from the stretch, and here comes the first pitch on the way to Hockey. It's a strike called, painted that outside edge, 0-1. So you have viewership numbers dipping after the Ravens kind of blew it open here in the 6th inning. The stream is a lot longer than normal. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way. It is up high, ball 1. Counting moves out to 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Well, I think that's because we started pretty early, the pregame show.
Oh, that's true. But I mean, just the timing of this game. Like right now, normally this is like the eighth or the ninth inning.
Yeah, I mean, they also did run over
Comes the 1-1
because of
pitch.
the
It's up high. A good take by Hockey. Now 2-1. Oh, and then everyone else's game started.
yeah late start and the server change. Yeah, the viewership dropped at the 9 o'clock Eastern
Yeah.
time.
Well, unfortunate. But good thing we have prime time on Friday. Now from the set, and here comes the 2-1 pitch on the way to Hockey. Swing and a miss. Got him all changed up on a changeup. What did I mean to say? All tangled up. Oops. Whoopsies. Lucy looking to get a K right here. From the stretch, and here comes the 2-2 pitch on the way to Hockey. Swing, there's a weak ground ball right to the third baseman. Pacifica scoops it up, fires the first in time, and there's 2 down here in the inning. That'll bring up Umi. 2 for 3 today, 2 doubles. Had some bad luck in the top of the 6th inning. It looked like a ground ball by Gabe just went through their glove. I mean, I thought they had it, but it hugged the line. It stayed fair all the way down and died about no man's land in left field.
Oh, I'll tell a little story that reminds me of in the stretch, but talk about very unlucky there at the hot corner for Umi.
Umi takes that first strike, 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Umi 2 for 3 today. Lucy looking to work a 1-2-3 inning right here. Now Lucy gets the sign from Ninja, and from the stretch, here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's swung and lifted into right field. It's dropping, and it's down a base hit. It will not be a 1-2-3 inning. In fact, up with the ball is the right fielder, Notre Dame Nerd. No throw in, and it'll be a 2-out single for Umi. Make them 3 for 4 in the day. Here comes player manager T-Bucks, had a clutch single last at bat, which allowed Jordan to homer. T-Bucks calls time immediately. Has 2 strikeouts in the day. Lucy wants to make it a hat trick. Lucy winds in the first pitch on the way. Swung in and looped into right field. It drops in. Oh no! Vada caught it, and that's the inning. So a 2-out single stranded by the Jailbirds. We head to the top of the 7th as we head to the stretch.
Yeah, while we got this time here, broadcast, we briefly paused for station notification on this network. This is the Southside Electronic Sports Network on the Seattle Broadcasting Company, bringing to you Ravens baseball here from Oracle Park in San Francisco. But while I have some time here, I want to say that that ground ball on the third base line reminded me of the Pebble game. Game 7 of the 1924 series, New York Giants and the Washington Senators, bottom of the 8th, and the Senators down by 2. Player manager Bucky Harris hits one down the third base line, and the third baseman, Freddie Lindstrom, watches it hit off a pebble and go past his glove. Tie the game. In the bottom of the 12th, there was no score until the bottom of the 12th. I believe it was Earl McNeely batting, and once again, ground ball down the left field, down the third base line, hits off the same pebble, and it gets past Lindstrom once again, and the Senators win Game 7 in the World Series, their only World Series.
Well, how about that? As Vada steps in and takes the first pitch, a strike, 0-1. Well, folks, don't forget, if you want a Leonidas shirt, you got to be there early. We'll give the first 30 about or so free as Vada lifts that into center field. It's dropping, but the center fielder is there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So 2 pitches and 1 away, and that'll bring up Gabriel Plays. Had a clutch 2 RBI double last time up. Why is that doing that? So, okay, so the strike zone is broken. That's great. As Gabe lines that in. No, it is snared in the air by Mucknups. Takes a hit away from Gabe. So 3 pitches and 2 away. Cam looking to work a quick inning right here. As the first pitch on the way to Pacifica swung on and missed. That was way inside. 0-1. So a big 6-run inning from the Ravens in the top of the 6th as Pacifica takes that up high for ball 1. So 1-1 here on Pacifica. Two-way. Here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way to... Is swung on and missed. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cam looking to sit Pacifica down, making a 1-2-3 inning. Cam works fast. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging, there's a fly ball. Hit out to center field. Center fielder going back. He's not going to get there. It is down and rolls all the way to the wall. Pacifica heading to second base. He will slide in safely. No, he will come in standing, in fact. His first double of the season. How about that? Congratulations, kid. As up comes the leadoff man, Notre Dame Nerd. 2 for 4 today with the clutch RBI double as he takes it up high for ball 1. So 1-0 here to Notre Dame. So Pacifica with a 2-out double, trying to get more runs for the Ravens. Cam looks in, gets the sign, and the 1-0 pitch. Here she comes. Swinging, there's a fly ball hit out to deep right field. The right fielder is there, goes to... No, what is it? He doesn't get there. He doesn't get there. Pacifica rounding third, heading home. He will score. Notre Dame slides in, safe. And another 2-out RBI double. Make that Notre Dame's second RBI double of the night. And it's a 13-5 Ravens lead. Hey now, hey now, hey now. As up steps Ninja, 2 for 3 today. Got walked the last time, intentionally walked. I don't know why they just didn't use the command. First pitch on the way is upstairs, ball 1. They might be doing it again. So that's the Ravens, I believe, 6th walk on the season. That last walk. Cam disengages, so Notre Dame on second base. And this inning would not have come to this if Pacifica did not extend it, thanks to a 2-out double. And another double from Notre Dame. They are all possessed with the spirit of Edgar Martinez tonight. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Ninja. Swung on and missed. Cam challenged him with the off-speed pitch inside. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 away, 1 run in. Ninja looking to hammer another one to center field. Cam gets the sign from Jordan, the set, and the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball. Line drive right to the shortstop. Makes the catch. And as that will strand Notre Dame at second base, but not before Pacifica scores thanks to a 2-out RBI double from Notre Dame. We get to the bottom of the 7th inning where your Ravens lead 13-5 over the San Francisco Jailbirds. As up steps Jordan, really struggled last night. I think he only had a single, but tonight he has crushed a 3-run home run. Let's hope he doesn't do it again. So Lucy had 21 pitches through, I believe, 2 2/3 inning. Someone can fact check me on that. But Leo had a disappointing end to his night. The first pitch on the way to Jordan is swung on and lifted deep to left field. No one is there. It drops in easily. This could be down for extra bases. Jordan will round easily into second base. It will be a 3 for 4 night for him. A leadoff double for our streaming director. And here comes Turbo, 2 for 3 with that bloop single last time. So Lucy looks in from the stretch, and here comes the first pitch on the way to Turbo. It's a strike called, 0-1. So starts Turbo off with something high. Let's see where Lucy will go next. From the set, here comes the 0-1 pitch. It is inside, ball 1. So 1-1 here on Turbo, who was 2 for 3 today. Looks like Mup-Nups is on deck. Now Lucy gets a sign, the set, and the 1-1 pitch. Check swing, it's up high, ball 2. So 2-1, same pitch, same result. Vada at first, Leo at second. Looks like... Who is that? Who's that short? Here comes the 2-1 pitch. It's outside, ball 3. Now Turbo really in a hitter's count, Lucy in a hole. Oh, looks like Ghost is at short. Here comes a 3-1 pitch on the way to Turbo. Swinging a foul, hit out of play down the first base line. Now full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lucy looking for the strikeout right here. Turbo steps back into the box. He's ready to work. Lucy gets the sign from Ninja. And now from the set, here comes the 3-2 pitch on the way to Turbo. Swinging a ground ball right to Vada at first. He'll take it to the bag himself on the play. Jordan will get down to third base, so it's a fielder's choice. And up comes Mup Nups. Wow, what a tongue twister there. 1 for 3 today with a single. They were 4 for 4 last night with 4 singles. The golden sombrero of singles, if you will. Now the first pitch on the way to Lucy. From Lucy is outside, ball 1. So considering how last night's game went, you do have some wiggle room in that bullpen, but I'm sure Lucy could finish this one out too. Lucy disengages, doesn't like what Ninja wrecked her. I mean, she has already shook off Ninja about 3 or 4 times tonight, it seems like. But now, comes back with the 1-0 pitch. Here she comes. It's a strike call. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. Jordan at third with 1 away. Here in the bottom of the 7th where the Ravens lead by 8. Lucy steps off again. Goes to the bag at third. She tells Jordan, you better stay there. Now goes back to the bag. Now goes back to the rubber, to get the sign from Ninja. And now from the set, here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way to Mup Nups about any time soon. Yep, here comes the 1-1 pitch. It is outside again. Ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike here in Mup Nups. We're in the bottom of the 7th where the Ravens lead by 8. Now Lucy comes back with a 2-1 pitch here on the way. Here she comes. Swinging, there's a fly ball launched in center field. It's dropping, and Jordan will score. Bounces off, rolls all the way to the wall, and Mup Nups in there with a 1-out double. The ball is thrown away. Oh no, what was Gabe doing? Mup Nups going to third. Thinking about going home, it'll be a 1-out triple instead, as the Jailbirds cut the lead down to 7. Well, what should have been an RBI double becomes an RBI triple. No error awarded, but if you're at home, you can write that down as a RBI double. Mup Nups advancing to third via a throwing error on Gabe. E8. This far takes that, strike 1. So Lucy letting in some base runners early. Not what you like to see. But sloppy fielding isn't helping her either. Lucy comes back with the 0-1 pitch to Glitzfart. It's another strike call. Beautiful paint job on the outside edge. Now no balls and 2 strikes. Lucy looking for a K right here. Glitzfart shows bunt. Vada running in circles, running in circles, running in circles, running in circles. As Lucy comes back with the 0-2 pitch, here she comes. Swinging a chopper foul down the first base line. We'll do it again, no balls and 2 strikes. With 1 away, 1 run in, thanks to an RBI double from Mup Nups. Lucy disengages from the mound. Now she steps back on, ready to work. From the set. And here comes the 0-2 pitch on the way to Glitzfart. Swinging another ball hit foul and down the right field line. And we'll do it again once more. No balls and 2 strikes here on Glitzfart. Lucy looking to give him the sword. From the set, here comes the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And down goes Glitzfart for the 2nd out of the inning, and that'll bring up Cam. 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI double tonight. Flew out in their last at bat. Cam gets a lot of hate, but I don't think he deserves all of it. What do you think, Capitalist?
I mean, honestly, I think the hate is a little unwarranted. the I would blame all the hate on Cam on Cam. You always gotta blame Cam.
I guess, bro. And anyways, the first pitch on the way to Cam. Here she comes. It is up high, way up high, ball one. So 1-0. Good eye by Cam. Lucy looking to work another inning, another full inning right here. Now gets the sign from Ninja. And here comes the 1-0 pitch on the way to Cam. Swinging, there's a fly ball. Hit out to left. Deep right field. Notre Dame is there on the track to make the catch. I'm sorry. Anchor and follow was on, and I was really confused. So 1 run comes in via an RBI double from Mupnups as we get to the top of the 8th inning. Your Ravens lead 13-6 here in Oracle Park. As up comes player manager Leonidas. Earlier, I believe this was Friday, I had one of the best announcer jinx I've ever had in my life. I said, he always has a big game 3, looking to get a big hit right here, and he crushed a 2-run home run to left center. Boy, would you love to see number 3 here. And yesterday, in fact, speaking of jinxes, Capitalist jinxed him yesterday. I forgot what he said as Leo takes strike 1.
I said his bat was gonna heat up, and the pitch after he hit it, moonshot.
So now Cam comes back with the 0-1 pitch to Leo, swinging a chopper foul on the third base line. Leo quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Cam looks in from the set and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball corked into center field. The center fielder dives, can't get there. It rolls all the way to the ball. Down for extra bases. Leo heading to second base. Now thinking about third. Is going for 3. He might get gunned out at third. The throw not in time. A triple for the captain. And here comes Ariel. Holy smokes. And this guy is Commander Clutch. Up steps Umi, making their major league appearance, season 29, their first pitching appearance as Ariel steps in 1-for-1 tonight. And fans, don't forget, as actually I'll say it after, here comes the 1-0 pitch, and the first pitch on the way to Ariel. Swung on and fouled down the left field line, 0-1. Don't forget to join us on Friday for Leonidas Appreciation Night. The first 30 fans will get a free Leonidas shirt, courtesy of our friends over at Hardware Haven. The gates will open early for that, so please come in early.
I don't want to say anything yet because you never know what can happen. It is the top of the 8th, so he might not get a chance to bat again. But if he does, he is a home run shy of the cycle, Leonidas.
Well, you never know. This team could bat around the order right here, but it all starts with Ariel trying to bring Leonidas in. The set and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Waved at some high cheddar. It was nacho cheese. As here comes John. 2-for-4 tonight. Had that bases clearing triple. And a single. So I believe that is the second triple in a row. Triple tonight hit by the Ravens. Their third triple in the last 2 games. Well, Umi comes back with the first pitch on the way to Jong. So when there's a fly ball lifted out to shallow center field, Bombs comes out to make the play. Leo thought about tagging. So Umi quickly retires Ariel and Jong, and here comes Lucy. Lucy kind of struggling today, 1-for-4 after going 3-for-3 last night with 1 walk. First pitch on the way to Lucy. Here she comes. It's in the dirt. Ball 1. So 1-0. Umi starts her off with the ball. Leo at third with the leadoff triple. Leo's first 3-hit game of the season from the set. And here comes Umi's 1-0 pitch. Check swing. It's a strike. 1-1. The barrel was on it. She could have swung on that one. Now from the set, here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way to Lucy. It is up high, ball 2. So now 2-1 here on Lucy. No final scores reported yet. Oh, actually, we'll get there right after this 2-1 pitch on the way to Lucy. Here she comes. Swinging, there's a fly ball corked out to left field. It's deep, it's back, it's off the wall. Oh man, another wall shot for Lucy. Lucy heading back to first, a 2-out RBI single. She keeps the line moving for Vada. Only about the 40th time she has hit a wall shot this season. As up steps Vada, 1 for 4 today. As I was saying, the Arizona Firebirds defeat the Honolulu Heat in Honolulu, 5-3 final in 9. Here comes the first pitch on the way to Vada. Upstairs, ball 1. Man, Capitalists, we really thought the Sonics were plagued with wall shots last in season 27, but man, this is something else. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Vada. Swing a ground ball through the 4-3 hole. It will be a big... No, they will throw him out into the shift. Bombs makes a good throw to get a hustling Vada out at first base with the bottom of the 8th. 1 run in, but 1 run left on. The Ravens now lead 14-6.
Wait, how did Ghost make out? Shortstop, right? Or was that John who batted? That was John, wasn't it?
That was John.
Okay. Oh, because he replaced Ghost back in the line. Okay. I forgot to write it in.
Yep. So Ninja will come back to work another inning. Goes back behind the plate to catch another inning as Lucy looks to work another inning. As Bombs takes a strike, 0-1. Bombs 0 for 3 today. It was funny, we made a slide saying, are we turning over a new leaf? Is Bombs turning over a new leaf? Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way to Bombs. Swung on and missed. Now 0-2 quickly. And we said he went 2 for 4, you know, he's been doing pretty good. And then he comes out 0 for 3 tonight. Lucy looking for a 3-pitch strikeout right here. Gets the sign from Ninja, the stretch, and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Check swing, it's outside. Didn't miss by much, but it missed by enough to be called a ball. So now 1-2 here on Bombs. Lucy stares down the gutter from the stretch. And here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way to Bombs. Upstairs, another good take by Bombs. So down 0-2 originally is battled back to make it 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man Bombs. We're in the bottom of the 8th. The Ravens lead by 8. From the stretch, here comes the 2-2 pitch on the way. It's in the dirt. Another good take by Bombs. So full count here for the creator of the game, Bombs. Lucy at 44 pitches makes back-to-back pitching appearances. Here comes the 3-2 pitch on the way. Swinging, there's a fly ball hit out to center field. Gabe is there. Waits for it to drop out the sky. He makes the catch, and there's 1 away here in the inning. That'll bring up Hockey Monkey. 1 for 3 today with the single and scored a run. Grounded out in their last at bat. As the first pitch on the way to Hockey, here she comes. It's a strike called, 0-1. So we have just reached the 2-hour mark on the stream as Lucy comes back with the 0-1 pitch. Swinging, there's a line drive hit out to left center field. It is off. No! It is a ground rule double. I am sorry. I thought that was gone. It looked gone. But instead, it will be a ground rule double.
I think did that phase through the wall?
It might have. It might have just bounced on the warning track and then...
I think that's the new update with the collision mechanics. It might just automatically be a ground rule double.
That was swing and a miss, strike 1. Umi 3 for 4 today. They are hot. But for a second, I thought that left the yard, but then I was confused. No fireworks. Umi calls time to step out the box, adjust the batting gloves. From the set, here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way to Umi. It is outside, ball 1. Counting's out to 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 runner on, and 1 away. Lucy at 49 pitches already. As Lucy comes back with the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swinging, there's a fly ball pulled out to deep right field. Notre Dame going back, looking up, makes the catch at the wall. Hockey started his way to third, so he just has to get back. He will not advance. And there's 2 down for the player manager T-Bucks. Flew out in their last at bat, 1 for 4 tonight with the single. Scored a run off of Jordan's 3-run home run and struck out twice. Lucy wants to make it a hat trick of strikeouts, perhaps. Here comes the first pitch on the way to T-Bucks. Swinging, there's a weak fly ball in the infield. Pacifica's there. Scoops, throws to first, and that'll retire the side. So, a ground rule double from Hockey Monkey stranded at second base as we head to the top of the 9th, where your Ravens lead 14-6 here at Oracle Park. As up steps Gabriel, plays 1 for 4 tonight with that very, very clutch double, ground ball double that hugged the left field line, as Hockey Monkey will make his first pitching appearance of the season. We're in the top of the 9th inning where the Ravens lead 14-6. As Hockey Monkey fires the first pitch on the way to Gabe. Swing, another ground ball, pulled foul. Oh, that looked fair.
That was fair. That was fair.
Well, my eyes might deceive me, but that ball deceived the system, it seems like. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swinging, there's a line drive into center field. It drops in, a base hit. So ball don't lie, as Gabe is safe at first base with the leadoff single. Welcome back, buddy. As up steps Pacifica, 1 for 3 today, with the clutch 2-out double that allowed Notre Dame to get his second RBI double of the night. Pacifica looks in. The first pitch on the way is swung on and missed. 0-1. So no balls on 1 strike to Pacifica as he takes it up high. Ball 1. Now from the set, here comes Pacifica's 1-1 pitch. Swing, there's a blooper down. No, it is caught by Mupnups. I misjudged that too. Sorry, my camera was set in the wrong setting. As up comes Notre Dame. 3 for 5 tonight. 2 RBI doubles, a single, and scored twice. He is a triple and a home run short of the cycle. So, the Ravens have piled on a run every inning since the 6th inning as Notre Dame takes out of the ball 1-0. Notre Dame could potentially keep that streak going here with a big clutch hit here in the top of the 9th. From the set, here comes the 1-0 pitch on the way to Notre Dame. It's inside, 1-1. A good pitch kind of jammed him at the hands, and nothing to do there but statue. Hockey gets a sign from Jordan. The set and the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Got him all tied up with the curveball. I was going to say curve up. Change up curveball. Curve up. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way to Notre Dame. In the dirt, good take. So 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner on with 1 runner away. As Hockey Monkey comes back with the 2-2 pitch. Here she comes. Swing and a miss. Down goes Notre Dame for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Ninja. 2 for 4 today. Flew out in their last at bat, but they had a towering home run in the first inning and a single. 3 RBIs on the night. That's pretty good. Ninja takes that low. Ball 1. Now Hockey looks in. He gets a sign from Jordan. The set and the 1-0 pitch on the way to Ninja. It is way up high, ball 2. So now 2-0 here on Ninja. Gabe at first base, 2 away. Pacifica popped out. Notre Dame struck out as the 2-0 pitch is inside, 3-0. Now Ninja has the green light, looking to send one into the cove. Ninja gets a sign in the 3-0 pitch on the way. It's a strike called a beauty that painted the outside edge. Now 3 balls and 1 strike on Ninja. Ninja looks in. Here comes the 3-1 pitch on the way from Hockey. It's outside, ball 4. That looked like a strike to me. But anyways, here comes Leonidas. A home run away from the cycle. How special would it be for your team captain to hit the first cycle of the Ravens season? The season, of course, still young. Anyone can hit a cycle. But how impactful would it be to everybody on this team if this were the man to do it? 1 home run ball away from making history as Leo takes it up high, ball 1. He's had a triple. He's had a double. He's had a single. He is looking for home run number 3 to complete the cycle. Now comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ground ball foul down the first base line. The count moves out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Gave at second base, Ninja at first. Ninja on first base after a 5-pitch walk. 2 away. Here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way to Leo. Swing and a miss. Off speed outside. Got him swinging early. Now 1-2 here on Leo. Leo looking to make Ravens history. Become the first player this season to hit for the cycle. Low stretch on the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a pop-up behind home plate. It goes foul. We'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Leo's searching for the cycle. Can he find it? Hockey now gets the sign from Jordan. The set and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a weak ground ball. This is probably going to end the inning. Up in the ball, the second baseman throws to first in time. I'm sorry, that was a shortstop. And Leo is denied of the cycle. So we get to the bottom of the 9th. Last try for the Jailbirds. It is 14-6. Your Mechanics Bank score. So up steps Jordan, the man who has dealt the most damage to the the Ravens. Hit a 3-run nuke to the center field wall to make, center field batter's eye to make it, or I guess it's just a batter's eye. There's only a batter's eye. What am I saying, bro? Center field batter's eye. There's only one batter's eye.
Hey, the batter usually has 2 eyes, to be
that's
fair,
true.
so I guess there's 3.
Jordan calls time. So Lucy getting replaced by Ariel. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Hardware Haven. Customer first in Tacoma, Auburn, and Kent. Ariel making their first pitching appearance of the season 29 as Jordan takes that down low, ball 1. So Ninja still behind the mound. As defensive replacements, it'll be Lucy at first, and I believe, I don't know who's in left now. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and belted deep to left field. It's down the line. It is off the wall. Down for extra bases. Jordan looking to be 4 for 5 on the night. A leadoff double once more. Had that last time up. And here comes Turbo. Grounded out in their last at bat, which advanced Jordan to third base. Ariel looking to get 3 quick outs right here and send us back on the plane home so we can look forward to Leonardo's appreciation night as Turbo swings through that one, 0-1. Now Ariel gets the sign from Ninja. From the set, and here comes the 0-1 pitch. It is inside, ball 1. The count moves out to 1 ball and 1 strike. Ariel looks in, and the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Got them all tied up with a curveball way up high. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Ariel comes back with the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Freeze him. That throw down to second. Not in time. No one even left. and there's one down in the inning here for Mupnups. 2 for 4. They have that RBI triple. Really should have been a RBI double. Advance to third on a throwing error from Gabriel Place 77. So Jordan on second base, 1 down. Here comes Mupnups. First pitch on the way is swung on and crushed deep to center. Right field, it is bouncing off the wall. It stays in the park though. This will be a double for Mupnups. 1 run scores in the form of Jordan, and a 1-out RBI double here for Mupnups. So up comes Glisfart, 1 for 4 today. As he takes that pitch a ball, 1-0. Now Ariel winds, kicks, and deals a 1-0 pitch. Swinging, there's a fly ball. Hit out to center field. Where's my camera? It is caught! A leaping catch by Leonidas. The team captain does it once again. Holy smokes. So now 2 down here in the inning, as Ariel looks to retire the side. From Atlanta, the Rebels best the orbit. Or first pitch on the way to Cam's up high, ball 1. 9-3, your final in 9. The Rebels stopped their 3-game skid.
Orbit? Atlanta?
I'm sorry, who?
Atlanta played. Okay, nice.
Yeah. Now Ariel comes back with the 1-0 pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball right to Leo. This should do it. He sets his feet, fires to Lucy at the bag at first in time. Ball game over. The Ravens come away with another one as they head back to Chicago 6-0 in the season. How about that?
Well, talk about a great day up and down the batting order. Everyone contributes. Everyone played a good game. I'd say the only blemish, of course, other than giving up 7 runs defensively, is just a little bit of outfield miscues. But what a great game overall here for the Ravens.
As we're awaiting a post-game interview, we might have a couple. I think we'll just join Dugout and go from there. But yeah, your final here tonight in San Francisco, it's the... Oh, my free cam is stuck now. It's the Ravens 14 and the Jailbirds 7. We'll pause for a little bit as we head to the Dugout for a post-game interview.
Gonna do post-game interview, right?
It's a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come inside, it's come inside. We need that on the soundboard. I'm telling you, need that on the soundboard.
Yeah,
You are
I'll
not
make it-
able
I'll
to
make
chat with this person. Damn it.
All right.
All right, we're back in the Dugout here with the entire team, it seems like. Capitalist and I reporting live from Oracle Park. 14-7 quality win over the Jailbirds. And let's start off with Leonidas. Man, you were a home run short of the cycle, but what a game. Your first multi-hit game of the season, I believe. I think. And also your first 3-hit game in the season too. I mean, how do you feel about that?
Feel pretty good about it. I feel like today was mostly just taking care of business. We had a little bit of motivation, let's just say. So I'm glad that we came through with the win.
And I know your night did not end the way it wanted to. Could not close out that 6th inning after Jordan nuked one to center field, but the way you bounced back at the plate, that was incredible. And Chaz and Ariel's in here too. Ariel, congratulations on your first season 29 hit of the season. How did you feel when you hit that double?
Oh, well,
honestly, if when it came to the honestly the hitting part, it was just I had an idea of what I wanted to do. I was not happy that it didn't go farther enough that it could have driven more, but he got on base. That's what matters. So
Yep. And I'll turn it over to Capitalist, who will ask the rest of the questions.
Yeah. Let's see. Who wants questions here? We got a
Ooh.
Pacifica. Pacifica, you here?
Yes. Hi, hi.
Yes. Obviously, yesterday was your first hits of the season. Today, your first double. I think that was what 1 for 4. Still
Yeah.
nice with the double. Overall, obviously, today wasn't necessarily the best day pitching. It was kind of a slugfest back and forth, and then the Ravens outmuscled towards the end of the game. But another day, another team victory. How's everyone in the dugout feeling? Everyone contributed.
Uh, I think we feel good. We feel very good. Like Leo said, we got some motivation coming in today, and I think it was just handling business. I think everybody ended up just contributing hits, doubles, triples, base clears, you name it. Everybody was hitting today, and I think this is a very good win. I think everybody's feeling good. I mean, 6-0. I mean, what more can you ask for from a team that's doing so good right now?
I
So,
mean, yeah, that's definitely true. Sorry to cut you off at the very end there, but today facing a reliever from last night, Jordan. Jordan in that abbreviated performance served up a 2-run home run. I think it was to Leo. Um, you guys obviously saw a little bit of him there. I think he used a different animation today. I remember he was throwing sidearm last night. Um, but today is just a matter of using that grit and that determination, that little bit of extra oomph you guys carrying the game to push you over the finish line there, or was there a little bit of extra scouting that also helped here? What was the dugout plan off Jordan today?
um, anybody want to answer that, or can I?
you
Okay,
go
Go
ahead and
ahead.
answer, dude.
man. All right. I think it was just that. I think it was just that oomph, that magic that we got. I think it's just that grit and determination. I wouldn't really necessarily say it was scouting. I mean, we kind of see what was going on last game. I mean, we just adjusted. We did what we had to do shift wise. I know we had a little bit of outfield shift that kind of helped us with gaps near Triples Alley. I think it was just a I think it was just the grit and determination, who we are as a team, our identity, who we are as players. And I think we just came together today. So that's how I see it.
I'll ask you one more question. Obviously, we touched on a little bit here. Team advances to 6-0. It's always great to be undefeated. It's always great to be winning. Gonna catch a flight to who do they play again, Morgana?
The Baltimore Ospreys.
Yeah, the no sleep is really killing me, dude. All nighter on 32 ounces of coffee. But
Oh yeah.
Why you
yeah,
need to get some sleep, my brother. What?
I couldn't go to bed.
What do you mean you couldn't go to bed, dude? I stay up at night a lot. You have to let the natural amount of time to go ahead and work, dude.
I
Like, hey,
I took
I'm
I
sorry,
took
you got
important
it. You have
vitamins,
to
man.
force yourself to go to bed. If that means going ahead and wearing yourself thin, so be it. Like,
Well,
like
hopefully we'll be sleeping tonight. Be sleeping good with this victory. But either way, we're gonna catch a train over to. Actually, is the home game first? You know what? It doesn't really matter. We're playing
Yeah.
Baltimore next. Baltimore, of course, good team. Saw them obviously in spring training. Um, just looking forward to continuing this momentum over here, Pacifica.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, going to next series, every day is just a new day for us. I don't think we care about our record. As long as we come together as a team and play good, I think everybody's just in the right headspace and the right mindset. And like I always say, and I always will say this. I mean, it takes 9 of us to win a game. It takes 9 of us to make fielding plays. 9 of us to get the best hot and ready. I just think and going into this next series, we just gotta keep it going. And whatever happens, happens. And we adjust, we move. A new day is a new day for me. So I think that's the move for next series, and hopefully it'll be a fun one, just like this one.
Well said, Pacifica. Thank you very much there. And anyone else?
yeah.
Nope, that's about
What?
it.
Hold
All
on,
right.
hold on,
Oh,
hold on,
Kaz is
Oh,
ready.
hold on. I'll just say that the last few words I will say was that that extra motivation. It was just more of the fact that it was brought. It's the old saying that piss off the bull, you get the horn. Don't be surprised when the bull sees red, gets angry, and goes ahead and chases after you. And then before you know it, you end up going ahead and end up lying probably face first on the ground, wondering, what did I do to get to this point? What did I do to go ahead and get here? But anywho, Friday, we'll take care of it's a new series, we'll take care of business. That's all I'll say.
Well, yeah, hopefully we don't get a copyright struck here by Disney. They might sue us. Mickey Mouse came up a lot of times today. All right, thank you very much, Kaz. Morgana, back to you.
Yep, so folks, another quality win here in San Francisco. One might call it a Mickey Mouse win, but Leonidas and the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse plan to return to back home to Chicago on a Friday. And don't forget, I hope it's in your calendars. If it's not already, please mark it. It is Leonidas Appreciation Night. If you have anything nice to say about Leonidas, please DM us. You can DM me at Morgana1510, or you can DM Capitalist. It has to be appropriate, okay? Think of something like you would say to your grandma. I can't read inappropriate comments online. And also, don't forget, the first 30 fans will receive a free Leonidas t-shirt courtesy of Hardware Haven. Well, from Oracle Park, it's a 14-7 Ravens quality Mickey Mouse victory. Reporting live, it's Morganas and Capitalists, and signing out for the last time. We will see you on Friday night when we head home against the Ospreys. Good night, and see you.